What's up, everyone? Welcome to another riveting edition of Mediascope Be More. I keep coming to you with guests because you don't need to hear from me all the time. Sometimes the best way to learn is from other people. And I am super excited to have another person here with me today. We'll introduce him when we come back. Come be more with both of us.
Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire.
Okay, I told you we had a guest, and he is not going to disappoint. I am really, really excited to introduce to all of you. He's just becoming quickly the king of media when it comes to the beauty industry and beyond. Raymond Torregano III, are you here with us?
I am here, ready to rock and roll, Doc.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to have you, and I'm excited to hear how you use video. So first of all, tell me a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you do, please.
Okay, first of all, your energy is, if anybody does not get on here and do a backflip, something wrong with them, check their pulse. So guys, my name is Raymond Torregano III. I am your classic, I guess, just your classic hairstylist for years. But I tell people that I had the lucky fortune of growing up on the backside of my career as a salon owner with social media. Literally, I opened my doors in November of 2016. In 2006. So that was literally the beginning of social. Earlier in my career, I did what traditional people did, what everybody did, right? Which was pass out business cards and do events and vending and go any and everywhere that I could find people. And I think that's a good theme to kind of stick with I guess my part to share today is it's all about people, right? So people had to know what I was doing. So whatever it took as a young 20-something-year-old hairstylist, I was out, basketball games, Black College Classics, things happening in town. And then after years of working in other salons, I opened up my own salon in 2006. In my late 20s, I was fairly young doing that. And I think that's important to note because I had a real young spirit when I started it. So I, like many people, was on Facebook and looking at that and seeing MySpace. Shout out to MySpace, the OGs. And,
wow.
Yeah. So I was on MySpace making stuff go down the screen. So I don't even know if we were calling it social media yet, but I was on the computer. And about 3 years into me opening up my business, I got introduced to this infamous website now. Back then, we didn't really know what it was going to be, was YouTube. And I instantly looked at YouTube. I didn't look at it like just watching YouTube. I instantly said, this is a way to meet people. This is a way for them to see what I was doing. And I guess I turned into a YouTuber seemingly instantly because I started a page in 2009 and I had a side shot camera at the time. There were no smartphones and I pulled out my camera and it went something like this. Hey guys, this is Ray. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. And come visit us, 4818 Miller Road. Check out my salon. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was giving a tour of the shop. I figured people in the city will eventually see this video. And I just started filming each week. I was uploading something and I was just talking to the screen. I know now I was starting a YouTube channel. And it quickly went from, I thought the local people could see it till I realized, oh, people in Atlanta can see this. Wow, people in my hometown in Louisiana could see this. Wow, my mom could see this at her job. And it totally changed what I thought about exposure and marketing. And it put me on a path of what I do today, utilizing video each and every day to collide with people.
So you got in the game early. When you're saying 2009, that's really before a lot of people really started hopping on the YouTube train, to be honest. So you were out there with all the cat videos then. It was you and the cat.
I was in with the cat in the toilet. As a matter of fact, I took a break off of YouTube when I got married in 2012. And I always look at my wife, jokingly, of course. I don't want no problems with my wife, right? But I always look at her like, man, I stopped for about 3 years. I could be famous, girl. But so many of the people that was around in beauty, in media, even people like Issa Rae. I don't know Issa Rae, but I remember Awkward Black Girl being one of the only things that was on television during that time. See what she's accomplished. I have so much belief in what the YouTube platform is. I think it rivals cinema now. I could go on and on about that. So yeah, I was an early adopter, as they say, and I was super early in the beauty industry because we are slow to move when it comes to seemingly exposing what we do. We're artists, creatives, right? So the belief is the game is sold, not told. So I was a bit of a rebel, seemingly telling secrets, which you can't give secrets away in 10 minutes, but it wasn't embraced by my peers, but it was an explosion by the people that matter, which was the clients.
And that's, at the end of the day, that's what matters. The people, the audience, the people that are going to see it, the possible clients that you can get from this. So tell me, in terms of the beauty industry, I watch a lot of YouTube, a heck of a lot of YouTube, and I watch a lot of stylists. I watch a lot of people in the beauty industry, a lot of beauty vloggers. What have you seen that has changed on YouTube or in terms of video in general with stylists between when you started and what's happening now? Or are stylists even really using video the way they could? You tell me.
Well, first of all, if there's any stylists watching this, I love you. I love you. Don't throw stones at
We
me.
love you.
But I believe that you're watching people doing hair online, but you're not watching the average hairstylist, licensed stylist that's working behind the chair. What has happened and what has been created is the YouTube hairstylist, vlogger, brand ambassador, influencer, and in large part, professional hairdressers are still not on YouTube because it challenges a lot of different things that we do. So there is a new age, less than 25 years old. If you're 25 and you're doing hair, then you've been on YouTube, you've been online since you were 15 years old.
And so there are people, I'm sure, that are reluctant to get on camera, reluctant to do video. It may not be that, it may not be laziness. It could be fear. So what are some tips that you have for stylists who realize the promise of video, know that they need to start doing more videos, but just haven't started? How would you suggest they get started?
Okay, so especially those that are in my profession, that are in beauty industry, we are overwhelmingly on Instagram. So I think IG is a great place to start because it gives you so many weapons on how to utilize video. YouTube is extremely straightforward. StreamYard, Zoom, these kind of platforms are talking to a screen, and it can get a lot of angst and a lot of nerves. So then somebody said, well, I'm not comfortable on stories. Well, here's what's cool about stories. There's no timeline. There's no comment section. When you talk, nobody sees it but the person that's watching it, and then all of their conversation goes to your DM. So all day long, you can, with these little micro videos and photos, spark these conversations that will show you that people are watching, they're entertained, they're informed, and in a very straightforward way. I think it builds a tremendous level of confidence to start doing long form video when you can do these little bite-sized videos that's just like the behind-the-scenes camera of your life.
So for those stylists that know that they need to get on, know that they need to jump on their video strategy, what are some concrete tips that you can give for them to do video better?
And I love that word better. That's actually a part of our branding as well. So I love her.
Okay.
I'm about better. So our motto is better brands, better business, better lives, right? So I love that. The first thing I think I would encourage people to do is to get a cup of coffee, get a cup of tea, get a little adult drink if you need that, and really wrap your mind around that there are people that are following your page. There are people that are connected to you on Facebook. There are people that are out there connected and potential networks on YouTube. The reason I say that is because it is amongst my industry in particular, there's a lot of concern and conversation about the number, right? 20,000 followers, 10,000 followers. I only have 750 followers, right? And we don't, I do coaching calls on a weekly basis, sometimes daily basis. And it's like a huge epiphany every time. Have you considered that they're the faces of the people? And when we like go through the faces and look through the people, instantly people sometimes get nervous or they get surprised because they never really viewed it like real people. So when I say, yo, if 50 people are watching you, that's a lot of people. To be normal, I know that's hard because we want to be perfect, but to be normal and to be social on the media, and then I know this is hard to view, but to really view like live video, like you're FaceTiming your friend, it gets heavy, and it gets really like a huge task if we gotta pretend. But to remember that they're people and really think about them like you're giving them a gift. Like if I was around you for more than 3 days, I would pretty much figure out things that you like if your birthday was coming. You know what? Dr. Tachi's really a techie. Man, she really loves color. I see this piece of jewelry around her neck. Let me give her a gift that I know she would want.
Scope of you emotionally broke. Settled in our knowledge and conversations.